Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here on this Thursday evening. Back here again with another video right here on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like this video, hit that subscribe button down below, and subscribe to all my channels, which are down below in the description box. And as always, follow me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. Share this video all over the internet, and tap that bell to turn on all my notifications so you never miss an upload. And that's pretty much that. All right, I'm gonna try to get this done really quickly because I got my computer is messed up. And say hello to Zuzu. Zuzu, say hello to fans. Zuzu, Zuzu. You wanna say hello? No, okay, fuck you. So Zuzu's with me tonight. That. All right, so hope everybody had a great Thursday. Getting close to Memorial Day weekend. Probably you're starting your Memorial Day weekend already. Some people getting a 5-day weekend. Today, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So hope everybody has a great Memorial Day weekend. I gotta work Saturday, so I'm gonna celebrate Memorial Day on Sunday. So that because I gotta work. I got a half a day of work on Monday. So it sucks. It sucks. I asked for the day off and they didn't give it to me, which kind of pisses me off. But we'll see what happens with that. So, but more money coming into my pocket that I could have. So we'll see what happens with that. All right. Like I said, I want to get this video up and done because I got things to do. I'm gonna eat dinner and then maybe come back later and I'll do my my video on Shad Gaspard, who died yesterday. So I'm gonna get that out of the way. But right now, it is time for your late and out-of-date NXT review for May the 20th, 2020 from the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. All right, NXT gearing up for their next show, the next pay-per-view, Takeover in Your House. Going to be looking good. We already have one match already announced, which was last night. I'll get to that in a minute. And some other things happened. We had a main event of Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley. I think the winner would face Charlotte Flair for the NXT Women's Championship. So we'll see what happens with that. We had the Undisputed Era on, minus Kyle O'Reilly again, but it's all right. And we got other things happening, and that's that. So let's begin with our first match. Karrion Kross, Killer Kross, taking on some guy named Liam. Didn't get his last name, and it was not Gallagher. So you're thinking of Liam Gallagher, but it's not him. Even though I think he's the stupid one. It wasn't Noel Gallagher. I forget which one is the psychotic one of Oasis, but it is what it is. Basically, they come out. Scarlett's not lip syncing the song this time, though she did scream, fall, and pray. That was that. Basically, the match is typical jobber match. Cross kick attacks, drops her with some doomsday suplexes. Then he applies the cross jacket, wins by 5 stars. But the celebration is cut short by the arrival of Tommaso Ciampa. Comes out, introduces himself officially, and he says he kind of respects that Kross went after the top guy in NXT. He sees that Kross is special and says that they'll be competing against each other at TakeOver in Your House. And he gets in the ring. Scarlett allows him to get in the ring. And to get face-to-face, and Ciampa welcomes him to the main event. So I can't wait for that match to happen at TakeOver in Your House in 2 weeks. It'll be a hard-hitting match, but I think that they're not gonna make Killer Cross lose. And he's just got there. No, you're not gonna make him lose when he just got there. So that's that. And we're gonna move on from there. So, Ciampa Cross doing battle at Takeover in your house, June 7th. Can't wait for that. All right, then we get to the second match. Was for the Cruiserweight tournament. El Hijo del Fantasma taking on Akira Tozawa. El Hijo del Fantasma needs this win to take the block. Akira Tozawa is at 2-0, and El Hijo del Fantasma is 1-1. This was a pretty decent match. It starts off with them jockeying for position and a test of strength, and then they stand off. Tozawa sends him to the outside with a Hurricanrana. Wants to go to the outside with a suicide dive, but Fantasma avoids it. And then stands there, and Tozawa hits a Hurricanrana off the apron. I think somebody botched or missed a timing move or something like that. Tozawa adds a somersault senton splash into as we go to break. We come back. Tozawa's still in control. Fantasma trips him, hits a boot. Sal draped on, and Sal's draped on the apron. He has a splash to that. They go in. Sal once the senton gets crotched. They fight up top where Fantasma hoists him up on his shoulders, drops him chest first onto the top turnbuckle, and goes for cover. Gets a near fall out of that. Sal with a bulldog, and he hits a senton, but Fantasma rolls outside to buy time, which allowed him to kick out inside. Fantasma comes back with a tope suicida, goes for the Phantom Driver. But Tozawa fought it off and puts on the octopus. Fantasma then fights that off, hits the Phantom Driver. 1, 2, 3, gets the win. Match it was all right. I gave it a 2.5 out of 5 stars. So, and here does Fantasma is now 2-1, and he is tied with Akira Tozawa in I believe the B block with that, and so. Might have to have what's going to happen with that. They got 2 guys at the top of the block. What's going to happen? Are they going to have a match to determine the winner of the block, or what are they going to do? So we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. All right, then we get a recap of Matt Riddle and Timothy Thatcher breaking up last week, and them losing the tag titles on Imperium. Then their match at the end of the night, where Matt Riddle won, and then Thatcher attacked him and locked in the armbar. So at least the Timothy Thatcher cutting a promo saying that he left the Riddle circus and he wants a rematch with no fluke wins. Because last week, Matt Riddle got a fluke win. But this time, you can only win via knockout or tap out. And he tells Riddle to pick the place because he's ready. And we're going to hear from Matt Riddle a little later. And it's going to be an interesting match. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be an interesting match. And that's it. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, then we got a Shotzi Blackheart vignette. Basically showing her when she came, when she came up and standing on a big tank. And she's just like a tank because tanks don't give a shite. Which make no sense. Okay. She also says she's our daddy. I don't know. Okay. You're my dad. Are you my daddy? You could be my daddy, but I could be your daddy. If you know what I mean. That's all I gotta say about that. She runs over cars with her tank and says that's the NXT Women's Division. She calls out Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez, Candice LeRae, and Chelsea Green. So we're gonna see what happens with that. We move on from there. All right, let me just check my. You're messing up my thing. All right, I got a little more time. All right, then we get to Mia Yim and Santana Garrett. Nothing really to write home about. This match kind of was boring. Mia picks up the win with Protect Your Neck in about a minute and change. That was that. But then afterwards, it gets a little dicey. As Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae show up, Gargano starts mocking her theme. I don't know why you would mock your wife's theme. But I don't get it. Well, actually, he's mocking up Mia Yim's theme, but it is what it is. Candice congratulates her for winning, but noted that she got another opportunity on a silver platter against Charlotte Flair. She dropped the ball. Mia dropped the ball. She lost. Candice wouldn't have dropped the ball and says Mia took that from her. They get in the ring. Mia kicks Johnny out, but Candice attacks her. Johnny pulls the middle rope down on Mia. She goes crashing out to the outside. Candice sends her in, and she hits the floor. And Johnny laughs at her, but then has to run away because Keith Lee shows up to help his girlfriend Mia to her feet. The end of the ring, and the Garganos run for the hills. So we'll see what happens with this situation. Probably a match at TakeOver, or maybe next week, mixed tag team match. We'll see what happens with that. It was nice to see Keith Lee, helping his girlfriend and saving his girlfriend, and I think they kind of mentioned it near the end where Morrow was talking about Keith Lee and Mia being together. Blah blah blah. That was pretty nice. So a couples war is going to start, and we'll see what happens with that. All right, then we see what happened last week with Damian Priest and Finn Balor, as Damian Priest was revealed as the attacker of Finn Balor. So we got that. We're gonna hear more from Damian Priest a little later, but we get that. All right, then we got a Cameron Grimes promo from outside somewhere, and just basically bragging about being Finn Balor thanks to Damian Priest. So that was anything to write home about. So I give that 2 out of 5 stars. Then we get Drake Maverick interviewed about having to beat the Kushida to stay alive in a tournament. He puts Kushida over as the best in the world and knows that he's no Bret Hart. Of course you're not. He's tired of second guessing himself and is going to just go out and win. So we'll see what happens with Drake and see if he can beat Kushida. We'll see what happens. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars as well, and that's that. Then we get to Dexter Lumis and Roderick Strong. We get to the match. Match was okay. Adam Cole says they may have a celebration next week since he'll been champion for a year. It was June 1st, but I get where you're coming from. Roddy's in trouble. Doesn't know how to handle Lumis's personality. He's like his eyes, he's mesmerized. So he's in La La Land. I don't know what happened. So he has to exit, regroup a whole bunch of times. Lumis hits a bulldog, and Roddy exits again. So Lumis falls him out, stays on him. Roddy finally gets in a notable shot heading into the break. We come back. Roddy has Lumis in a submission hold, but he shows no pain. He's like, and stays Roddy down. Roddy lets go out of fear. Then they go back and forth. Lumis strokes off an insecurity, fires off a spine buster. And then Roddy comes back and wants the stronghold, but Lumis fights out of it. So Roddy turns it into a pin for the 1, 2, 3 to steal the victory. Wow. Roddy picks up the win over Dexter Lumis. So that was kind of an upset. So I gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, Roddy's celebrating, and Lumis then grabs him and chokes him out. And then Adam Cole and Bobby Fish arrive to try to kick him off, but that didn't work. And before Cole can hit a super kick, we get the Velveteen Dream coming out, takes him out. He super kicks Adam Cole over the guardrail. Then he goes up top, hits the Purple Rainmaker from the ring to the exposed floor, and that had to hurt. Then the camera went somewhere. I don't know where it went. So it is what it is. So that was that. So we're probably gonna get Velveteen Dream, Adam Cole Part 2 at TakeOver, and probably see Velveteen Dream win the belt after Cole's held it for a year or so. But we'll see what happens with that, and we move on from there. All right, then we get during the break, Akira Tozawa and Phantasma shared a moment of respect at the parking lot, and then the ninja dudes come out, and they start attacking Akira Tozawa as Hiota and Phantasma was in his car. And then they run off as Phantasma tried to get them, and they ran off. So I don't know what this is going to lead to. Maybe Hiota and Phantasma is the guy that's behind these ninja twins getting involved and trying to beat up people and trying to attack the Kyoto and others. I don't know, but we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and we'll move on from there. All right, then we get Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan taking on Everrise. And yeah, this match didn't last that long, as Lorcan and Burch kick their asses, and they lock in doing submissions. They pick up the victory in about a minute and a half. Didn't give two shits about this match, so I gave it a 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5 stars. Didn't care. Filler match, and that's all I say about that. All right, after that, we get Keith Lee interviewed to discuss the Garganos. He says he has a problem with them, and he feels it reaches its boiling point. It's going to happen at TakeOver, so that match is now announced for TakeOver. So we're going to get the Garganos taking on Keith Lee and Mia Yim in a mixed tag team match. Should be pretty good, and we'll see what happens. I think it's going to continue on, and it's going to lead to Keith Lee defending the North American title against Johnny Gargano. Gargano's going to get it back for the second time, and then we'll see where the North American title goes from there. Maybe it goes to Dominik Dijakovic. It could go to Finn Balor. It could go to Dominik Dijakovic or Damian Priest. We'll see what happens with that, and we move on. You have to move. All right, that's that. All right, then we get to our next Cruiserweight Championship tournament match. We had Drake Maverick taking on Kushida. Kushida is 2-0 in the A block. Drake Maverick's 1-1, so Drake has to pull out a win and to stay in the tournament. Match was okay. It was pretty good. Kushida starts off beating up Drake. Drake pulls out some flash pins, seemingly out of desperation. He really wants to win. He drops down. Kushida runs the ropes and eats a dropkick to the side. I think Jake Atlas comes out. He's also 2-1. He's also 2-1. So he wants to see who's he gonna fight. Kushida works over the arm and nails a dropkick for a near fall. Then we go to commercial. We come back. Drake fires up, gets a near fall on a code red. Complains to the referee, which opened the door for Kushida to kick his arm. So Kushida working on that arm. Drake eats Shorty! That palm strike has to valiantly fire off strikes, but then Kushida just slams him. He applies the hoverboard lock. Drake shouts, but refuses to quit. Then he's telling the ref, don't stop the match, don't stop the match. And he gets to the ropes. Kushida seems concerned about this, about Drake's arm. He hits Shote again, but Drake gets him on the top of his head. Kushida grabs the arm again, but has to break before 5. And then Kushida counters his top rope bulldog attempt into the hoverboard lock again. However, Drake rolls him into a pinning combination 1-2-3 to secure the win and go to 2-1 in the tournament. So that was nice. So I gotta end this video quickly. So Drake Maverick gets the win. I gave the match 3.25 out of 5 stars. A pretty good match. Afterwards, Byron Saxton announces there's going to be a three-way dance next week to determine the winner, who makes the finals actually of the A block and the B block. Because B block already, I think it's I forget who's even. I think it's Tozawa is the winner of the B block. I think. Oh, the finals against El Hijo del Fantasma. I'm sorry. So it's going to be Jake Atlas, Drake Maverick, and Kushida to see who faces El Hijo del Fantasma at TakeOver. And that's that. All right, then we found out that next week we got Matt Riddle and Timothy Thatcher in a cage fight. So we're going to see a cage match next week. That's pretty good. All right, then we got Damian Priest speaking about having multiple targets. He chose Finn Balor because of his name value, and he will beat him at the place he made his name at TakeOver. So that match is now announced. Finn's name will become Ash, while his will live forever. He holds out his hands, and his name on the Titantron catches fire. So that was pretty nice. So we'll see what happens with that. And so we got Finn Balor and Damian Priest at TakeOver. Should be a good match. TakeOver looks pretty stacked right now. So that's all I got to say about that. All right, then we end the night with Io Shirai taking on Rhea Ripley. Match was okay. It was not bad. They go at it right away. Rhea dropkicks Io to send him to the apron. Some slams on Io's face. Then she elbows free of the third attempt and rolls into a double stomp before we go to break. We come back. Io uses her quickness to gain control, but Rhea blocks a hurricanrana with her size and power. Io gets a near fall and knocks in a crossface. Excuse me. Rhea gets out of it. They fight up top. Rhea gets 2 on a superplex. Io slips free of her grasp and knocks in another crossface, keeping Rhea on the mat. Rhea sent to the outside. Io nails a tope suicida. And then, woo! Charlotte Flair comes out, and with both men down on the outside, near the entrance ramp, and just to get a look-see. They fight inside, and Io gets a near fall. After Io hits a huge DDT, Charlotte comes in and hits Io with a big boot, causing the disqualification. So Io gets the win by disqualification. I didn't like the finish. I'd rather have maybe Io pick up the shocking victory over Rhea just beating her, but it is what it is. After that, after the match, Charlotte does a number on Rhea, poses with the title. So it looks like we're going to get a triple threat match for the NXT Women's title at TakeOver. I think Rhea Ripley is going to win the match, but Io's still going to be in the running for the belt, and then Io's going to get the belt somehow. I hope. If not, I'm going to be really pissed. And that's that. So that's it for TakeOver. Excuse me. That's it for NXT. And that's all I got to say about that. So thank you to the one viewer that watched. I don't know who it was, but hi. So no chat tonight. I apologize for that. My computer's down. I got to get this video done. So I gave NXT 7 out of 10 stars, and yes, I need a shave. I know. But I like my old man Gilmore beard. That's all I got to say about that. So 7 out of 10 stars for NXT. And that's it. It was a pretty good show. We'll see what happens next week as we get closer and closer to TakeOver. 2 weeks from 2 weeks from Sunday, and that's it for that. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on. Later on, I might do a Shad Gasboy tribute video on Metal God 669, and then tomorrow I'll be doing my AEW Double or Nothing predictions on TGC 169, and then SmackDown review coming up later on. So that's it. So a lot of videos coming your way in the next couple of days as we get ready for the Memorial Day weekend. And that's it. So thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace, bitches.